I remember the first one to being an awesome game. Other games in this issue: Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 2. The first Dawn of War was a great game, the second not so much. Then Lord of the Rings, Conquest, Killzone 2, and previews of the Chronicles of Riddick 2, Ghostbusters, The Godfather 2. Then there's an hardware, I guess, review, iPod Touch. Then this Finnish game called Crayon Physics Deluxe. And some simulators, Digital Combat Simulator, Black Shark, and iRacing. Then there was an opportunity to win Nokia N85 phone. I guess it had some gaming capabilities because it was marketed in a gaming magazine. Yeah, there's the index. Some review. What's coming? And then there's this note about the writers of the magazine right here. It basically says that Pelit magazine is made by a bunch of hobbyists, not hobbits, but hobbyists. They play and review the games on their spare time. The games are played as much as it is needed to create the review. And it says that a game that gets over 80 points is worth buying. Under 70, only in some specific cases it's a buyable game. Okay, let's go forward. Okay, this was a time when there still was a Cosmopolitan ads in the magazine. I don't remember seeing any ads for Cosmopolitan in the newer magazines. I think I need to yeah, it's not over bright now. It's better. Then there's the editorial by I still don't is Tuija Linden, toimitussihteeri, that's office secretary Annika Passi. Editors are Tuukka Grönholm, Tuomas Honkalo, Niko Nirvi, and Tapio Salminen. The assistant for, I guess, for all the above is Päivi Näri, and the graphics are by Robert Ottos. The avustajat, also known as the helpers, the freelancers, are Sami Airaksinen, Petri Heikkinen, Heikki Hurme, Antti Ilomäki, Ari Kekkonen, Juha Keräter, Aleksi Kuutio, Lassi Kyllönen, Lassi Lapintie, Marika Lohvansuu, Marko Mäkinen, Riku Neuvonen, Samu Ollila, Tuomas Seijavuori, Miika Sillanpää, Olli Sinerm, Ismo Toivonen, J. Turunen, Jouni Utriainen, Harri Vaalio, and Mika Ääril. And the magazine is published by, or was published by, Sanoma magazine. Okay, so here's a Nokia N85 competition. In this competition you have to list 3 movies with the lead actor that the movie includes Nokia ad or a phone. Well, I remember one from the top of my head. Matrix. I don't know, did it contain also a Nokia phone? Probably. What else big blockbusters were at the time? Because Nokia was a very big thing back in the day. So what else? Matrix, The Heat, and well, I guess, well, obviously Matrix, the second and third movies. I don't know, maybe something like Minority Report, I guess. And for the leads, Minority Report is a Tom Cruise movie. Matrix is a Keanu Reeves movie, and The Heat is Robert De Niro, Al Pacino movie. Comment below if you know any other movies that include Nokia phone. And then there's the winners of the previous competitions. World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, DLC. The winners are Sami Ilmanen won twice. No. Samuli Kinnunen and Antti Nieminen. Then there's the Gillette Series Shave Care advert. Okay, then there's the section that lists upcoming games. Chrono Trigger for Nintendo DS. Sims 3 for the PC. Street Fighter 4 for consoles. Empire Total War for the PC. Resident Evil 5 for consoles. And Demigod for PC. Those are some upcoming games. Okay, then there's the preview of the Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena, and it's coming in next month at the time, March 2009. I'm sorry for the background noises. I didn't get the chance to make this video in a most quiet of environments, but I hope it doesn't distract too much. I think the Chronicles of Riddick game gets a review in the upcoming magazine, so I won't be dwelling on the game too much in this video. But I do remember the game quite well. I did play it, not the Assault on Dark Athena edition, but the previous, the first one. I didn't finish it, but I remember playing it like a couple of hours, and it was quite good. I am trying to breathe, so the background noises won't take over this video. But well, I guess. Okay, so I had to change the room. I had to change the room because it got so loud out there. So where were we? Majesty 2, the Fantasy Kingdom sim. An upcoming Majesty game. I haven't played the first Majesty, and probably I didn't play the Majesty 2. That's not a series I'm familiar with. Then there's Elven Legacy. And that's not a game I'm familiar with also. But then there we have a Godfather 2. Godfather 2. And I didn't play this game myself, but I remember my friend played it, and I think I I think he liked it a lot. But as for the Riddick game, these games are reviewed in the upcoming magazines. And then there's a preview of Ghostbusters. Everybody knows the Ghostbusters movies. I don't remember there being a Ghostbusters game after this game, which is kind of funny. But maybe that franchise is not just so trendy for the companies to make any games based on Ghostbusters. Okay, so then we have an Afro Samurai. I remember that game, but I didn't play that. And then there's upcoming Assembly Winter Festival, gaming festival. And then there's a news about Rockstar. Dan and Sam Houser continue their work with Take-Two at least until year 2012. Okay, so in 2009, Grand Theft 4 was released. Was it in 2008? Because in 2009 there's up to DLCs for Grand Theft Auto 4. That's like 16 years ago. And after those DLCs, we only have GTA 5 and GTA Online. There's an announcement of Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. And the Beatles rock band game is coming. And this is quite interesting. Wheel of Time book series is it's announced here that there are plans for upcoming games. Wheel of Time was and still is a book series from Robert Jordan. Amazon Prime has an TV series for Wheel of Time. I think there's been like 2 seasons of it. In fact, I did read the book series like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. It's a great epic book, great epic fantasy, high fantasy series. I really do recommend it. Robert Jordan passed away like yeah, just had to check that. It says here that Robert Jordan did die of it, and this is in the middle of writing the last book. So Brandon Sanderson writes the upcoming final piece, and so it wasn't released back in the day, 2009. Yeah, really recommend the series, but it was sad that I guess only one game got released for the Wheel of Time. But if the TV show is successful enough, I think they will be making more games out of the book series. I hope so. It's such a good series. Then there's the Tactile Alliance hired guns news. It was originally released in Germany, I guess, and now here's an update that they did release it again and as an English version. It's a funny thought that the game is released only in German. Well, I guess like 16 years ago that wasn't a possibility, but I doubt nowadays it's a very rare thing to release a game only in German. And a bigger surprise, I think, in this case was that it was a Jagged Alliance game. Maybe, yeah, it wasn't official Jagged Alliance game, but it was just named Jagged Hired Guns Jagged Edge. Guitar Hero 3 was still a thing in 2009. And here's an ad for I think this ad here is for Finnish Economy Alliance or something, because basically what it says here is to encourage people to spend more. Yeah. Year 2009, I guess it was an recess, or if I remember correctly. Here it says that Finnish game market is still in growth. Finnish gaming marketing has growth. So basically, games have been sold many more than before in Finland. The most sold games in 2008 in Finland were Grand Theft Auto 4, SingStar, Suomi Rock, that's an Finnish rock in English, We Fit, We Play, and World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King. And every one of those games have sold over 2,000 pieces. And you have to remember that 2009 was still a year that the physical copies sold much, because Steam was a big thing, obviously, but not as big of a thing as it is currently. And in America, this is stats by Nielsen, and it lists sorry. It lists the most played games in America. World of Warcraft, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, Halo Combat Evolved, The Sims 2, RuneScape, Diablo 2, Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike, Source, or as in Finnish it says Source. And this right here is a funny news because it says that there's an upcoming console version of YouTube, and it's an absurd thought that there wouldn't be an app of YouTube for consoles. Most of my YouTube watching comes from the PlayStation 5 app. And then there's the most sold games in Japan. Monster Hunter Portable 2nd G, Pokemon Platinum, Wii Fit, Mario Kart Wii, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Rhythm Heaven, Dragon Quest V, Kirby Superstar Ultra, Animal Crossing Let's Go to the City, Wii Sports. And then there's a piece about how they managed at the Sony to decrease the part count in PlayStation 3. Then there's some random quotes from people in games business. And Lord British, also known as Richard Garriott, is disappointed how his game Tabula Rasa got received. I don't know what Richard Garriott does nowadays, but at the time he was just returned from space. And then there's a statement by Valve software Jason Holtman that says that there's a huge pirate problem in developing countries. Basically, he says that companies should release the games all at the same time, which I guess nowadays is a standard way. So they release the games in America same time as they release the games in Europe. And then there's this Pelit 15 years ago, and the game is called Man Enough. It was reviewed in '94. DJ Talasma gave the game 15 points out of 100. Basically just a garbage game. Man Enough. The game is called Man Enough. Okay, so we have the Game of the Year 2008 award. 11,005 Year for 2008 by the readers and also by the editors. So it's Game of the Year of the magazine and of the readers, both. It's also Game of the Year for PC by the readers, Game of the Year for Xbox 360 of the readers and of the magazine. That's a big achievement. I didn't remember it at all, that Fallout 3 was such a successful game. But yeah, I guess it's logical. It was the first 3D Fallout, and I remember it being a very, very good game. The other games in the second place, overall by the readers, Grand Theft Auto 4, Mass Effect for PC, World of Warcraft was the fourth, fifth was Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, sixth, Mounted Blade, seventh, Little Big Planet, eighth, Guitar Hero World Tour, ninth, World of Goo, 10th, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And out of all those games, only Fallout 3 got over 1,000 votes. That was the overall stats. There's also stats for like PC and Xbox 360. Specific games. And the editors or the magazine chose the feature enhanced edition as the best PC game of the year. Yeah, the first feature was a great game. I think they are making a remake of it now in the year 2025, if I remember correctly. Then Game of the Year for PlayStation 2 by the readers is Guitar Hero World Tour. And by the magazine it's SingStar Suomi Rock. So music games really ruled for PlayStation back in the day. And at least for PlayStation 2. For PlayStation 3 it's by the readers Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, and by the magazine it's Grand Theft Auto 4. I remember the Metal Gear Solid 4. I did play it like 20 hours maybe, I think. And I thought, and I still think, that it's a ridiculous game. Such a clumsy gameplay and such an awkward writing. GTA 4, yeah, it was a nice game. Nice game, but nothing really great for me, at least. PlayStation 2 top 3 games was Guitar Hero, Metal Gear Solid, The Essential Collection, and Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4, Persona 3. Yeah. PlayStation 3 top 3 games: Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of Patriots, Little Big Planet, and Grand Theft Auto 4. And for the Wii, Game of the Year by the readers is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Game of the Year for Wii by magazine is Deplop. This was a time that there was still a separate category for mobile games, and it's not mobile but handheld consoles. Game of the Year by readers: God of War, Chains of Olympus. By the magazine Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Game of the Year indie game by the readers Mount at Blade. By the magazine World of Goo. World of Goo. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that was that. Then there's a piece by Niko Nirvi called Arkadimäen sankarit. Yeah, basically this piece here is about console wars. That what console is the best, or is it the PC? What do you think? What's the game? But what's the best console to play the games, or is it the PC? And now we get to the reviews, and this right here is Go 18. Maybe is it an R rated in America? I don't know. Fear 2 Project Origin. And this review is by, well, it's reviewed on PS3, and it's by Tuomas Honkala. 87 points, and I guess it says here that it has good combat, good AI, good horror vibes, and the guns are all usable. But it has some negative points about enemy variety. It doesn't change, and too much underground tunnel set pieces, and the slow motions are fine, but they make the game too easy. I guess this is the kind of game I would love to try nowadays, because I think there's not much great FPS games anymore. Lord of the Rings Conquest. It's reviewed on PC. It also is available for Nintendo DS. That's funny. And it's an action game. I think I haven't played this. Have I? It kind of seems familiar, but well, 75 points, so not such a great game, I guess. This review is by Miiko Sillanpää, and then there's an alternative review by Petri Heikkinen. Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 2. I was a huge fan of the first Dawn of War game, but I have to say that this sequel left me cold. It wasn't an how do you say it? Like war strategy game. It was about smaller squads and heroes, and I just didn't like the setting. The first one was a really great game. Okay, so this was reviewed by Niko Niervi. Yeah, and it says that it's too clean and too little blood. And it also says here that it's partially successful sequel to Legend of a Game. And in 2009, Big Mac cost €4. The hamburger. I think it's a double the price nowadays, 16 years later. And iRacing for PC, and I remember this game because I tried it back in the day. It was said to be the best driving game ever in this magazine. And I remember I read the review from this magazine, this particular review. I was so hyped, so I bought a wheel and pedals, and I played a couple races, and it was really good, but I stressed so much about the outcome of the race, so I couldn't play it anymore. But yes, it was fun, it was exciting, sure. Ismo Toivonen gave 97 points. That's a huge point. Basically the best driving game ever. Yeah. The Spirit Engine 2 by Samu Ollila. This is an indie game, and 3D turn-based game, I guess. I don't remember this game at all. Max Payne the movie was coming to DVD and Blu-ray. That was a crap movie. Yeah. There was like nothing good in the movie. But as a bonus, the visuals were so bad, And that's basically the only thing I remember about the movie. Very bad visuals and some very bad plot. Very bad plot. And then we have a okay, so this is a piece about space trading and space pirating games. It goes all games from Pelit. Pelit was a game by Ian Bell and David Braben from the year 1984. And it's an interlude for X3 conflict review. X3 got 80 points. And it says that it's good but sterile by Riku Neuvonen. Is there a mention about I-War? Freelancer, privateer, wing commander, space rogue. Wing commander, privateer, righteous fire, privateer, true darkening. Freelancer, no, there is no mention of I-War. I-War is a legendary game. Space Rangers 2, that was a nice game. Okay, space games are nice games. And Space Rangers 2 reboot by Olli Sinerma. 90 points for rookies, and Space Rangers veterans get only 83 points. I played Space Rangers 2 original version many hours. Such a nice game, very addictive. I didn't try the reboot, I guess. Lost Crown Coast Hunting Adventure by Aleksi Kuutio. 80 points. Is this a... yeah, it's an point and click adventure game, I guess. It has a good puzzles, a good story, bad voice acting, too much filler, and I guess that's just clunky gameplay overall that reduced the points. And this review was by Aleksi Kuutio. Killzone 2. Heikki Hurme has reviewed Killzone 2, 82 points for the single player. And as you can see from the pictures, the visuals are absolutely unbelievably boring. Unbelievably boring visuals. It has all the potential to be very nice with visuals, but no, they decided to go with black, dark, grey, and still more grey palette. I didn't play this. It seems so boring. Digital Combat Simulator Black Shark. Antti reviewed this and gave it 91 points. And it says here that it's by far the best helicopter simulator ever. I really haven't played any helicopter simulator games, so I don't know. Then there's the Heroes of Annihilated Empires. Nico Nervi gives 80 points. And as for the Digital Combat Simulator Black Shark, this Heroes of Annihilated Empires comes from the east. Yeah, I guess it's a Russian game. Yeah, haven't played that one either. Okay, so we are Assembly Winter 2009 at the best festival for all the gamers. It says here. There's some game tournaments, over 10,000 euros of prizes, Guitar Hero, dance games, and others. Yeah, did you attend Assembly Winter 2009? I haven't been in ever. I haven't been ever in Assembly. And then Aquank, Donald Duck. Basically, it's an ad for subscribing to Aquank magazine. Aquank is one of the most successful comics in Finland. And then here's a Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. Tuukka Grönholm gives 82 points. Star Ocean First Departure 71 points by Juho Penttilä. It's a remake of the original Star Ocean. I haven't played either of those games, and I haven't played the Mystery Case Files Million Hair. Olli Sinerma gives it 58 points. Then we have Dragon Quest, The Chapters of the Chosen, 83 points, Juho Penttilä. And I haven't played that one either. So no nostalgia for me here. There is a section for Best of the Winter by Petri Heikkinen, digital only games. We Job channel has a Tetris Party, Art Style Kupella, Art Style Rotohex, Maposhi, The Tree Shape Arcade, and Art Style Urbient. I have not played either of these games. is the maker of Crayon Physics Deluxe. It's a puzzle game, and you control the world by crayons in that game. 75 points. Tapio Salvinen reviewed the game and Tuukka Grönholm interviewed Petri Puro. Sam and Max Season 1, 88 points by Aleksi Kuutio. I have played the original Sam and Max, but not these newer ones. Animal Crossing. Let's go to the city. Petri Heikkinen gives 80 points. I have played the newest Animal Crossing, but I didn't play this one. iPod Touch. Mika Äärelä goes through some features of this iPod. I never had an iPod. It's basically an handheld portable music player that you can play games with. Nowadays, of course, you have an iPad or iPhone. I doubt they make iPods anymore. Then there are some games for it. Bygone 2, 5 stars. Develop, 4 stars. Enigma, 4 stars. Field Runners, 5 stars. Crayon Physics Deluxe, 4 stars. I guess Mika Äärelä reviewed all these ones also. Raging Thunder, 2 stars. Spore Origins, 3 stars. Real Football 2009, 2 stars. Star Wars The Force Unleashed, 3 stars. Super Monkey Ball, 3 stars. Tetris, 2 stars. Tourism, 4 stars. Then there's a test this out also list. Aurora Faint, The Beginning, Frots, Lux Touch, Puppy Jump, Rescue Angels 12, Rogue, Space Dead Beef, Tap Defense, Touch Hockey, FS5. Okay, so then there's an ad for subscribing to the Pelit magazine and some prizes you get if you subscribe. And then there's a game, Drummers ABC section. How to drum better, I guess. And here we have an Jori Sara-aho. I don't know who he is, but I guess he's a musician of sorts. So here's some tips for holding the drumming sticks. How to hit the drums and how to use the pedal. This text is by Jori Sara-aho and pictures are by Sallamari Kyllönen. Yeah, this truly was a time when there was even this great drummer kit for Rock Band 2. It costs over 300 euros. Tapio Persevsky has written this text here. Okay, so here's a section for MMORPGs, EVE Online, and text is by Tuomas Honkala. I guess this one tells about the economy of EVE Online. EVE Online is famous for great economy implementation, I guess. I haven't played it myself. Not, at least not more than like 2 hours. Okay, so here we have Pimp Your Game section. Scum VM. Scum VM is an software that allows you to play older Scum engine adventure games. Kari Salminen has developed this, I guess. Here's a Kari's interview, I guess. This text is by Juho Kuorikoski. Yeah, I haven't played. Well, I played the original Monkey Islands, but I haven't tested this Scum VM. Monkey Island games have been remade, I guess, so you don't need Scum VM anymore. Tell me if I'm wrong and you still need it for some games. We have an Asus EEE-PC 900. It's a mini laptop and Juho Kuorikoski gives it 3 stars. It costs 249 euros. Maybe you could play some adventure games with it, but I remember the mini laptops being a thing back in the day, but I doubt anyone really needs them anymore. Yeah. Then there's an ad for Kiefer Sutherland mirrors. I haven't seen that one. Then we have a piece by an editorial by Tuomas Honkala. Bottom of the Valley is a translation for the title. And well, I haven't read it, so I don't know what's it about. But I guess it talks about the uncanny valley effect. But I don't know. I haven't read it now, so I don't really know what it says. Then we have a comic corner by Vallu. It has 3 comics, I guess, or 1. It's an Kissa varjoisilta kujilta. Okay, so this isn't Black Sad. It tells about Black Sad comics. Yeah, I haven't read them. Tell me in the comments if you have. Are they any good? And then there's an ad for subscribing to Pelit. And what's in the upcoming numbers? Upcoming issues: Resident Evil 5, Sims 3, Street Fighter 4, Empire Total War, Halo Wars, The Godfather 2. Yeah. That was the issue right there. Did it raise any nostalgia for you? It really didn't. I have to say that I didn't get much of a nostalgia for this one. There was such many games that I didn't play back in the day. Maybe Fear 2 is the only one that maybe I would like to test it again. But yeah, what are your favorite sometimes it's very hectic, but maybe in 2009 it was a slow start to the year. Or am I correct, or am I missing something? But thank you for watching this video, and so I